If you are in the UK as a dependent on a skilled worker dependent visa, that is, you are a dependent of someone on a skilled worker visa, but the main applicant has gotten their ILR, and you're wondering what next, what is next thing for you to do, then this video is for you. Stick around and watch till the end. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we'll be discussing about what happens to the dependents when the main applicant gets their ILR. First of all, if you as the dependent, you came to the UK with the main applicant at the same time, when the main applicant is going for their ILR, you too, you are eligible, okay? As long as you meet the requirements, both of you can apply at the same time. Then, what are the requirements that you're supposed to meet? Eligibility for partners. This, I found it from www.gov.uk website. So it says, your partner may qualify if all the following apply. They have permission to be in the UK as your partner, as a dependent on your visa. They have lived in the UK with you as your dependent for at least 5 continuous years. Your relationship is genuine. You intend to keep living together. You have enough income to support yourselves and your dependents, and you are not using public fund. Also, if your partner is 18 to 64 years, they must book and pass the Life in the UK test and meet the English language requirement. So as long as you meet all these requirements, you are allowed to apply with the main applicants at the same time when they are going for their settlement. Okay? Then another second scenario is, what if the main applicant has been living in the UK for like 2 years before the dependent join, like you are the spouse, and the main applicant is already living in the UK for 2 years before you join? What happens when they get their ILR? So, by the time you join your dependent in the UK, first of all, assuming that they are on a 3-year visa when you joined, it means that you will only stay 1 year on that visa before it expires, because your visa will expire when the main applicant's own expires, right? So when that visa expires, both of you will go for renewal of visa, because the main applicant will get certificate of sponsorship from their employer, and both of you will use it to go and renew that visa. Now, what happened is that the main applicant will only stay 2 years on that visa, and it will be that he or she has stayed up to 5 years and is eligible to apply for ILR. Whereas you, at that point, you are already living in the UK for only 3 years. You need 2 years extra, but you still have 1 year on that visa, and you will need to maybe extend that visa or switch it later so that you can complete your own 5 years before applying for your ILR. So that is the confusing part. Most people get it confused and they don't know what next to do in this kind of scenario. So there are 2 things to do. First of all, you as the dependent can either switch to another visa. It is called family visa, because you are now a spouse of someone on a settled status. So you can decide to switch to another different visa, but it's just that you have to ask questions, because most times when people switch from one visa to the other, the clock resets. That is, you start afresh to count your 5 years, and this may be the case when you switch. So you can imagine you've already stayed 4 years and you need extra 1 year, and now you're switching to start all over. I mean, it doesn't make sense. So that option may not be the best option unless that is what you want to do. But there is another second option. You can continue to extend your visa on that skilled work visa route. Okay, so I also found this information again on uk.gov.uk website. It says, for your family members, you can include your partner and children on application if they are eligible. Your partner and children can apply separately at a later date. For example, if they are not eligible yet, they can continue to extend their visa as your skilled worker, health and care worker, or T2 dependent, even after you get indefinite leave to remain. So there is opportunity for visa extension even when you're already on ILR, your dependents can continue to extend their visa on that skilled worker route. Okay, now I'm going to drop a link on the description box of this video, or you can also ask me in the comment section and I will send you the link directly. The link you can use to extend your visa. Okay, I have a friend that this kind of thing has happened to. She got her ILR, but the husband has not lived up to 5 years. So they were confused, they don't know what to do. So this is finally what they did. They used this link. The husband used it to extend the visa, okay? And they didn't even go for biometric. They just submitted everything because of this e-visa stuff. So everything is online, is on the HMRC app. You just submit all the necessary details. But the main thing that they will ask you is the unique application number of the main applicant on the last visa. So what I mean is that, when the dependents want to extend their visa, normally is the main applicant will get COS from the work area so that they will use it and apply. But now the main applicant has already gotten ILR. So what will the dependent use to extend that visa? That becomes the question. So what the dependent will use to apply is the unique application number of the main applicant. The last unique application number the main applicant used while on skilled worker visa is not the one she got while applying for ILR, because just like me now, when I apply for my ILR, I generate, there is a unique application number for every application that you're making. So you cannot use the one she got during applying for ILR. Instead, you use a unique application number you guys used on that last visa when she renewed that visa. So it may mean that she will have to go back and look at the emails or look at the documents you guys printed at that time, so that the dependent will use it to extend their visa. Okay, so yeah, basically this is what I want to clarify, because some persons reached out to me and asked me this question. They don't know what to do. So if you're in this category, you decide on which one to do. Okay, it's up to you. If you also want to seek a legal advice as regards to this, you can. Okay, I'm not an immigration officer or advisor, so I'm just sharing experience, sharing knowledge, so that somehow it might help someone out there. All right, now if you've watched up to this point and you've not subscribed to my channel, come on, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to turn on your notification bell so that you get to see all my videos. If you have any question, please drop it in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I will see you all in my next video. For now, you take care. Bye bye.